Going on? This is your host Solo Mission back on this thing. You're gonna see that light flickering and flashing in the video. I'm not sure how it's gonna come off, but I'm using this new technology which has already pissed me the fuck off already. But let's move forward here because this is several videos that I'm working on behind the scenes. I'm also doing other things as well, which is, have me moving in different directions as far as getting that information out and content available. And that's a little bit more financial and monetary rewarding. However, let's go ahead and get this video out the way because this is just a quick video on this channel page here to kind of get tuned up for other videos that I'm gonna drop. And people say, hey man, you've been gone a minute, drop a new video, where you been? Usually I drop a video and I go on about my business and go out here and enjoy life and just have a great day. All right. And that's what I really try to express with the Mgtow. I know it's different levels and different versions and iterations of Mgtow, and I'm not here to go back and forth which is right. I just usually just understand the underlying philosophy of it, of a man going his own way. And for me, I'm not just stopping at women. You have to go your own way from everything that you see going around in this world here. You have to really look at it for what it is. And not just, yeah, we can talk about women all day and we already know that in and in. But for a man to really be self-sufficient, self-sustaining, and really have a good quality of life that's really stress-free until the end of his life, for my own personal meaning, I try to clarify when I do a video that for me, it has a different meaning. It's Mgtow. I'm really implementing this thing for the rest of my life, as far as how I'm living my life and being honest with self. And again, being honest with self allows freedom. It's really stress free. And I also realized that when you just be free with self and honest with self, even though when we talk about Mgtow, we saying get away from women, I realized that once you have everything that you need together, here come a flock of women. All right, go figure. And so that is really the essence of Mgtow, and really just a man being on his A game. Let me drop some game. For men that are young, 18, 19, 20, all you have to do is just stack that money up. And later on in life, you're going to meet women that's older than you, 5 years, 10 years older than you, 20 years older than you, etc., who have destroyed their life. And they see you as the prize, as a way to get a quick come up. And if your game is strong, you'll be able to flip the script real quick. All right? Get that pre-owned coochie. And enough said. So I think many people get caught up in just Mgtow, meaning against women. And we see all these new slogans that's going around and these new laws that's being passed as well. And so we're going to take time to really go back and rework some videos and come out with some all new shit and future proof it, because we see that with these new laws that they're trying to pass and implement in state by state, is geared for women, which is really already catered to women anyway. All right. We also see that accusations that many men find themselves accused of stacks against the man. And we see that putting yourself in harm's way can be life threatening to you. Let me say this right quick. I usually just come on here, say how I feel. Maybe sometimes it's low key, maybe sometimes it's aggressive. Sometimes I might be in a joking mood. It really just depends on how I'm feeling and how I want to deliver the particular content at that moment, and to make sure it's really understood and it crystallized to the person that's really going through it at that moment, and understand that you can overcome that and move forward to something else. All right. So some of the things that I talk about as far as relationship dating, dealing with women, single mothers, all that, this is some shit that I don't dealt with. And I know it to be true. I can speak on it, but actually go through it. I can't tell you about a marriage, never been married, have no desire to be married. So from an outside looking in, I'm just going to tell you, don't do it. It's not in your best interest to. Why would you? However, I'm going to come back and say, to each his own. Do what you want to do. You get one life. It's your choice. And so that's me, not being biased to the situation. as far as the intro when I come on my videos. However, like I said, we know there's some good women out there. However, it's in a man's best interest to stay his ass single and make sure he have himself together first. If you want to get married, I give you 2 thumbs up. Invite me to your wedding. But it's in a man's best interest going forward. Stay his ass single. All right? All right. So when I come on and drop a video, I usually just drop a video and I get gone because it's a lot of things I want to do and there's other things I am doing to expand the brand. And there's some things I want to do for this particular channel and also enjoying life as well. Now, as far as this Mgtow, really just speaking on women for what we already know here. All right? It's certain things that we already know as men. And yet we continuously give women a pass, especially dudes that's in relationships right now that's watching the video. You watching this video, waiting on your wife to get home and shit later on, and you know she probably got to come home with that bullshit later on. Y'all probably arguing and shit. You giving her a pass. That's just something you setting yourself up for. And again, you see the flickering of the fucking light. I already told you the technology I'm using is already pissing me the fuck off. All right? And yet I'm still trying to deliver this fuck ass video right quick. Let's move forward. So for men that's already dealing with known shit that you know you're going to deal with in relationships, and you continue to stay, then you have to ask yourself if one day you would get fed up with that and you will realize, okay, this is not something I wanted. So whatever it is that you was looking for in a relationship, companionship, love, somebody to talk to, lean on, whatever, then you have to really zone in exactly what it is you are seeking or needing from a woman. All right? And trust me, you don't have to be married to these women to have a conversation, get some coochie, get them pregnant, or any other that shit. You don't have to do that. All right? They are giving up coochie every day. All right? All right. And getting pregnant as well. Enough of that. Let's move forward here. When I talk about Mgtow, I come on here and I talk about it from a point of view of a man bettering himself completely. We can bash women all day. I really don't give a fuck about that because we already know the limitation that some women set on themselves. We see it. You see it on this channel here where women are constantly telling other women to scheme and sky men and shit that they get with so they can get material possessions. And somehow that makes sense to a woman to tell another woman that instead of just telling that woman to better herself and make sure that she's self-sufficient on her own. You don't hear women saying that a lot on this particular platform. All right. See, that's the essence of the Mgtow. The Mgtow come on here and tell men to better yourself. Leave the situation that you are currently in. Sure, you're going to have that anger or the red pill rage, if you will. But you can get up out of that and move to something else. For the young guys out there, and I really want to address this real quick. For the young guys that are young, and trust me when I tell you, when you are young and you may feel not, you might not get a lot of women hitting up on you, or they don't call you or whatever. And this generation is different. So I'm kind of speaking around whatever. Because the generation is different. And so the mindset is different. The music is different. And so everything is a bit, it is what it is. All right. However, for the guys out there that listen to that secular music out there that's really pump and dump, because that's basically what the music is basically saying out there, and the women are twerking their ass to it, then that's cool. That's the standard. So if we listen to secular music, and secular music is telling you to pump and dump women in other ways and other phrases, it's basically saying the same shit, and women love to twerk to it, then that's pretty much the basis of any relationship. All right? I let that and I move forward. But what I'm saying is, for guys out there that's working hard and young and may not feel that they're getting the quality of woman that they want, don't worry. Trust me, if you are looking for that particular woman, women will come in your life sooner than later. For all you guys that are working on getting your degrees, these women will throw themselves at you. And that is true. Like I say, when you go really MGTOW and you not really giving these women attention, when you put yourself in women, how can I say this shit? I can't think of a fucking word I want to use. But you put yourself in a situation where a lot of women are going to be at some kind of club or night, whatever. Gives a fuck, really. And when women don't see you giving them no attention, you stroll to that motherfucker like they ain't even there, like you can get two fucks. That's when they do the most chasing after you. All right. All right. And so this is really compound when a woman see that you have everything together and you young, you don't have any kids. And of course they want to be a part of that as well. So you're going to see a lot of older women chasing younger men because they have destroyed them lives as well. They already old as hell, hit Mgtow's wall. And so coming down and dating a younger guy, of course. So for all you young guys that may feel you're not getting women hitting on you and you chasing women and doing extra shit, I'm asking you to stop the fuckery and focus on your goals and understand that you're going to have women all throwing themselves at you left and right. No doubt about that. As far as the total completion of this particular endeavor that I started on, as far as living life in the singular and really understanding how to value a man's self and self-worth on this earth for as long as you have. All right. When I talk about Mgtow myself, I don't really choose to stop at women. I'm not only walking away from women, I'm really walking away from all the other shit that I see going in society and making sure that I have self together so I can sustain in any fucking aspect that I find myself in here, no matter what happened. All right. And I'm trying to really just convey that shit as best I can. Now we can get caught up in women, but I think we know limitation that women bring to the table here, and women know as well. You ask the average woman how long she's been single. That's the key question. Versus when the last time she had sex. Yes. You're going to get two different answers. Now, the first answer you're going to get is a lie. She's going to tell you I've been single a year and I haven't had sex in a year. Fuck out of here. No. No. You've been single a year, probably longer than that. But you damn sure fucking. All right? Yes. All right. So once we understand that little simplistic ass concept, you're not going to get the truth out of the answer, nigga. All right? So you mentally prepare yourself for a lie that you want to hear for that particular question. All right? All right. And so with that particular question, one of the cores of the Mgtow, and again, if you see the flicking and flashing in this video, that's the technology that I'm using, and that's really delaying some of my goddamn videos. So I'm gonna have to fuck with that and fix that and come back with that real shit. Cause that's really pissing me the fuck off, as you can see in this goddamn video. But let's move forward. So once you start asking women these little simplistic kindergarten ass questions, which you know you're going to get a lie to, you have to ask yourself, why the fuck would you want to put yourself in this particular situation with this woman? Why would you want to put your whole life in this woman's hands? Then the average Joe might say, I ain't putting my life in her hand. Fuck you mean, man? You tripping. Well, you go ask the dude that got married to his wife and shit. You ask the guy that's in a relationship right now, trusting this motherfucking girl to come home and bring her ass home and shit, all right? You ask the dudes who are not alive anymore, who got married in relationships and was set up by their girlfriend and wife because they was trusting and looking and learning for something from a particular woman. So with the Mgtow, I'm not gonna beat this shit. I promise you I'm not gonna beat this shit. But with the Mgtow, it's not just about women.